Yo, 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 yo. It's how you know OG coming at you with that real talk, real vibes, and the real energy, man. If you my G, you already know what time it is, man. Let's go. In today's video, we are reacting to Stop Playing COD, craziest evidence yet. And then the thumbnail says it's watching. Bro, I play Call of Duty, and I seen this video. I've been waiting on this video for a while. Not gonna lie. I seen this video a while ago. I've been waiting on this video for a while. I don't know what to expect for real, other than a breakdown of how Call of Duty is watching you. Let's get into it, bro. Let's get right into it, bro. Yo, Pickle is good, bro. You my G. If you my G, you already know what time it is. What's good, Pickle? What's good? Oh shit. That's what the title says. You know I got that drink in my cup. You know I got that drink in my cup. I'm spilling drink on my shirt? What the fuck? Yeah, I just drank some water, but why the fuck my mouth tastes bloody? Nigga, what? Why the fuck my mouth tastes bloody? Yo, do not mind them. Do not mind them boys. Them boys is wild. I just seen them boys wild. Wait. Hey, my fucking mouth just tasted bloody. Pause chat in my mouth and shit. Fuck my mouth just tastes bloody for. Think I'm straight. I know I'm straight. Alright, before I get distracted and start scrolling on my phone and shit, let me get right into this video. Stop playing COD. Craziest evidence yet. Thumbnail says it's watching you. Let's get it. Let's get it. That's what the title says, man. I play this shit, so even though the title says that, I'm probably, and if I see this evidence, I'm probably gonna keep playing the game. Fuck whoever's watching me. My cats is bugging out, bro. Yo, stop. Hold up, man. Bro, chill out. Both of y'all chill the fuck out. I'm on stream. Chill the fuck out before y'all go upstairs. Alright, chat. If I have to beat that ass. Alright. Let's go, chat.
We've just got some insane information exposed about Call of Duty that has never been shared before, and it's bad. Just a warning, this is actually bad. So just a disclaimer, brace yourself for what's coming. All credit right now.
Hold up. But did I bite my tongue? But pause, chat. Ah. But I'm really tasting blood. What the fuck is that? Most likely, mm-mm. I feel a little something on my tongue, but I just know, I'm not gonna say whose blood it is, but my triple OG, my quadruple OG blood, facts. That's not my shit, that's fucking blooded, Jesus.
We've just got some insane information exposed about Call of Duty that has never been shared before, and it's bad. Just a warning, this is actually bad. So just a disclaimer, brace yourself for what's coming. All credit right now goes to Branch Off Bush, who I'll link in the description. He's much more knowledgeable than I am about computers, game development, and coding, and his explanation is incredibly in-depth and precise. However, it's a little difficult to understand for an everyday average gamer, so I'm going to simplify and relay this information to you in a way where it's widely accessible. Branch Off Bush has been trying to get the attention of the mainstream Call of Duty community for a while, but it was
Branch Off Bush. I helped the government agency prove Activision game software has access to your camera. Bro. Like the parent state. Merry Christmas. Activision now stop hiding felonies behind parents. Fuck does that mean? Fuck sentence does that mean? Merry Christmas. Merry Xmas. At at Activision. Now stop hiding felonies behind patents. I don't know what patents mean, but I'm not doing a fucking. Let me search up what patents mean. Patents. Vocab. Vocab. Wow, this shit load up. Quick vocab lesson. Quick vocab lesson. Patents. This right here says Merry Xmas Activision. Now stop hiding felonies behind patents. Oh shit. Behind a government authority or a license. Holy shit. Conferring, bro. Fuck these big words. A right or title for a set period, especially the sole right to exclude others from making, using, or selling an invention. Now, what the fuck does this mean? Conferring. Oh, here we go. A title. It's like posing. What? What's posing? What's posing? Holy shit. X-Defined was clean. Sucks your boss is screwed up.
It was clear we weren't ready to hear the information yet. This tweet shows him tagging a bunch of larger creators in the Call of Duty community, telling them that he helped a government agency expose the fact that Activision executes software that has unrestricted access to your computer's camera. But it's a lot more than just that. This is going to expose a lot of what Activision is doing behind the scenes, not just with manipulating the game, but also with your computer or console as well. I'm going to teach some complex computer things here in a short time, so pay attention and get ready to get rocked. We've never outed anything like this before. The first thing I need to explain is something called a DLL file. DLL stands for Dynamic Link Library, and it is, put very simply, a file that runs in the background of your computer that contains code that multiple programs can access at the same time. For example, if a program needs to access your camera, like Zoom or Skype, instead of the developers needing to write code within that software to control your camera, they can instead tell the software to access a DLL file that is already on your computer to access the video feed of your camera. It's basically a shortcut for developers. Instead of recoding functions that your computer can already do, they just tell the software to access a toolbox of code that is already capable of doing that. In the simplest terms possible, why build a hammer from scratch with your own resources when you can just reach into your toolbox and pull one out? This being said, Branch Off Bush, when helping this government agency find out what Activision was up to behind the scenes, used software that detects what DLL files a certain program was accessing while it was running. First, he tested...
Bro, this music in the background is like, I don't know if y'all hear that shit for it, but that music in the background is fucking creepy. Lil Yeti Vert. What else? Nah, if Call of Duty is really watching through a fucking camera, bro, that's some creepy shit. That's just some weird, creepy shit.
This software on Black Ops 1 while playing combat training. While it was behind the scenes, used software that detects what DLL files a certain program was accessing while it was running. First, he tested this software on Black Ops 1 while playing combat training. He found that it accessed only a single suspicious DLL file called ntdll.dll. Now, bear with me here. Black Ops 1 was designed to run on both...
I don't know what the smile tapes is.
Combat training. He found that it accessed only a single suspicious DLL file called ntdll.dll. Now, bear with me here. Black Ops 1 was designed to run on both 32 and 64-bit systems, or newer and older systems at the same time. But since Black Ops 1 was also compatible with Windows XP, an older operating system, the game was accessing this DLL file in order to utilize the resources necessary to translate the game over to a 64-bit system from a 32-bit origin. Put simply, Call of Duty...
Yeah, bro. Bro, a nigga like me don't know, bro. Someone like me doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. I don't know what the fuck he's chatting about right now. What the fuck is he chatting about? This is some computer shit.
He was accessing this DLL file present in Windows in order to make an older game compatible on a newer system. So it is not suspicious activity. The game simply requires code that Windows already possessed so that the devs didn't need to code their own translation software. Rather, they pulled from the DLL toolbox that already existed on Windows. So that was a total mouthful.
And it's funny how he's describing this shit while playing the game. Like he's just, I don't know if this is his gameplay, but he's describing this while having gameplay in the
but it
background. That's
sets up
funny
the
as shit.
absolute bombshell that I'm about to drop next. When using the same software that detects what DLL files a certain program is potentially utilizing maliciously, but this time on Modern Warfare 3 2023, the software found something that would shock you. The first list of utilized DLLs when Black Ops 1 was investigated was this big. Only 6 DLL files were utilized by Black Ops 1, and none were suspicious or malicious. When the software was run on Modern Warfare 3 2023, the list was this big. Holy smokes. For context, and not just because Black Ops 6 is more modern, bro, X-Defiant uses, you guessed it, 0 DLLs when it was tested with the same software. The game accesses a lot of your computer's functionality, but hold on, there's one in particular that stands out from the rest. While I will grant that a lot of these files are innocent, this one right here is cause for great alarm. nvcamera64.dll. Whoa. Now we're getting somewhere. Call of Duty is using files on your computer that are designed to access your camera's video feed, even when you don't have a webcam active.
So what the fuck is it? If you don't have a webcam, what is it looking through? No, you scared? Nah, low key, this is trippy, bro. This is some creepy shit. I ain't gonna lie, chat. This is some creepy shit. I agree. This is some creepy shit.
Immediately on startup has direct access to your camera, despite the game and anti-cheat not at all requiring camera access. Not a single function within Call of Duty requires such a thing to be active. So why is it active? Well, look no further than this Activision-owned and created patent. Methods and systems to modify a two-dimensional facial image to increase dimensional depth and generate a facial image that appears three-dimensional. Why on God's green earth does this patent need to and generate a patent? Methods and systems to modify a two-dimensional facial image to increase dimensional depth and generate a facial image that appears three-dimensional.
Bro, I even read it as he said it, and I still don't know what the fuck is bro talking about. Oh my gosh.
Well, look no further than this Activision-owned and created patent. Methods and systems to modify a two-dimensional facial image to increase dimensional depth and generate a facial image that appears three-dimensional. Why on God's green earth does this patent need to exist? The scariest part is that this image included in the patent's resources displays a player's face overlaid over their gameplay. The footnote that describes this image reads as the following. In embodiments, the expressions/reactions of movements of image 1504, which is this image right here, reflect the user's expressions/reactions and movements in real time. This software is capable of using your camera to read and analyze your reactions and emotions. And the game is also confirmed.
Obviously it's doing that, but why? What the fuck, bro? That's creepy and weird. That's creepy and weird, bro.
To be accessing your camera as soon as the game starts up. But then we have to ask, why is Call of Duty getting access to your camera the moment the game boots up? It's not to design a 3D model of your face for graphic design purposes, or maybe it is, I don't know. But what other things has Activision created or perhaps patented that would need camera access in order to get the most benefit out of it? Well, we return once again to one of our favorite patents, system and method for driving microtransactions in multiplayer video games. And here is where I drop the bombshell. We can see right here in this patent that Activision has designed a system that does a few things by reading the emotional state of a player using visuals. Firstly, in this section right here, it reads, examples of quality factors include, without limitation, a player quitting a match or gameplay session while other players are still playing, indicating satisfaction, blah, 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 until we get right here. A player engagement factor, e.g., a speed of player input, a level of focus as determined from camera peripherals, etc., where greater engagement may indicate greater satisfaction. So in this patent, a camera is used to analyze the emotional state of a player. Another section reads, the quality factors may include, for example, a duration of a gameplay session, e.g., via analysis of player historical data, player psychological state, e.g., frustration level, and or other information. So Activision has created methods and systems that read player emotions in order to drive microtransactions and rig the matchmaking. And the best part?
It's fucking crazy how they rigging matchmaking off of your face, bro. This is making me not want to buy shit from Black Ops, from Call of Duty. This is making me not want to buy. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, spending money on a game is a waste, bro. That shit is a waste. Shit, unless you're just rich as shit. Go ahead, have fun, but Like I'm cool with a no skin. I ain't gonna lie. I'm cool with a no skin. That's not yo, bro. That's spending money on the game is really not making you better. It might make you look cooler, but it's not making you better, bro.
The patent that creates 3D facial images out of 2D images is cited within the microtransaction patent. And they have an AI that listens to your microphone in game chat, so the game has unrestricted camera access, can see your face and hear your voice without you giving them permission to see your face or hear your voice outside of voice chat. Unless somewhere in the terms of service there is a loophole that we sign up to, which I wouldn't be too surprised about, this is really bad. So Call of Duty has camera access as soon as the game starts up. Unless somewhere in the terms of service there is a loophole that we sign up to, which I wouldn't be too surprised about, this is really bad. So Call of Duty has camera access as soon as the game starts up, and Activision has patents that suggest that a camera can be used in-game to measure your engagement levels and do whatever else it wants to do. Remember, when Branchoff Bush did this text with XDefiant, no DLL files were pulled at all, meaning the game wasn't using anything on the system to run the game, and the game was executing all of its own unique code. That's quite interesting. XDefiant, a game without manipulative matchmaking and a transparent dev team, doesn't use any DLL processes, not one, nor does it do any other kind of engagement measurement. But then we get to Call of Duty, where we can feel something is quite off about the game, and we suddenly discover the game has unrestricted camera feed access, as well as patents about reading player emotions for engagement that cites a patent that uses a camera to model a 3D face out of a 2D image. I wonder what they could be trying to do. But this next patent seals the deal. May I present to you methods and systems for continuing to execute a simulation after processing resources go offline. Methods and systems for but this next patent seals the deal. May I present to you methods and systems for continuing to execute a simulation after processing resources go offline.
Whoa, what the bro? Please explain that. Bro, is he talking about is this exposing like AI bots online? Cause I be thinking there's some AI bots online, but I ain't gonna cap.
Already the name of this patent is incredibly off-putting, but then you read into what it's capable of doing, and you start to really question what's going on.
This
Get
is
ready
that
for
other
this
game
one.
he was
A
talking
system
about?
and method is provided that simulates gameplay of non-player characters, NPCs, distributed across. A system and method is provided that simulates gameplay of non-player characters, NPCs, distributed across networked end-user devices. The system may identify end-user devices that are connected to the system through a network and are available to participate in a simulation in which each participating end-user device is provided with one or more NPCs to be executed.
Hold on, I was not paying attention. I'm trying to see this gameplay.
Get ready for this one. A system and method is provided that simulates gameplay of non-player characters, NPCs, distributed across networked end-user devices. The system may identify end-user devices that are connected to the system through a network and are available to participate in a simulation in which each participating end-user device is provided with one or more NPCs to be executed. An end-user device may be available to participate when it has sufficient computing capacity, such as when in an idle or standby state. As such, the system may leverage spare computing capacity of networked end-user devices to execute NPCs at networked end-user devices during a simulation. In this manner, the behavior of an NPC may be tested using real-world connections that may affect gameplay, such as network connection quality, user-to-user game engine coordination and data exchanges, and/or other real-world conditions associated with networked end-user devices. That's wicked complex, but this is essentially what is called a botnet, which is a computer virus, which is...
The fuck was... Yo, bro. This nigga was just speaking Chinese, low-key.
This is essentially what is called a botnet, which is a computer virus, which is a felony. For those of you who don't know, botnets are a network of computers that have been artificially connected by malware or a virus. Within a botnet, the combined computing power of every computer is used to more efficiently perform fraudulent activity, such as generate more spam emails, DDoS a website, steal data, mine cryptocurrency, or spread malware to link even more systems into the botnet. Put simply, a botnet is a virus that links multiple computers together and uses their combined computing power to more efficiently perform whatever tasks the controller wants wants them to do. It's hijacking computers as zombie batteries for a shady operation. That being said, this patent looks like they simply patented a botnet, which again is an illegal virus that hijacks your computer's processing power, because it's networking computers that have Call of Duty together in order to run simulations, theoretically. If we reference another patent, it essentially describes how Network is creating methods to make AI NPC players that are indistinguishable from real human beings.
I knew it was something like that, bro. That's what I was saying earlier. That's what I said earlier. Shoot.
This is another favorite pattern of mine. This is incredibly useful to them because in order to toss engaging matches, they now don't have to rely on finding the right human being for the job. They can simply put you into a match that is perfectly tailored for your engagement, and you have no idea it's actually a simulation with no real human beings.
Holy moly, donut shop. Bro, this is crazy, bro. This is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. This is weird. Bro, nah, technology is too much, bro. Technology is too much.
Recently apparently proved that AI bots are now in COD. You can see where I'm going with this. And just recently, we've discovered that on Steam, the game doesn't close properly. It has processes that stay open once you quit. You think something might be going on here? These two patents together, executing a simulation when resources go offline to train NPCs in real-world conditions, and creating NPCs that are indistinguishable from human beings, we can start to assemble the puzzle pieces. And it's not pretty. They're using
this is disgusting. This shit is disgusting, bro. I ain't gonna lie. This is nasty work, bro. This is crazy.
Computer, yes, yours, to train NPC AI players on the side while you're not even in the game, i.e., while your processing resources go offline. And the same can be probably
Bro, training the AI is crazy, bro. Training the AI is
said for consoles as well. It's using your computer's processing power and resources in the background in order to train AI bots that play Call of Duty, and you're connected to other players' PCs as well.
This game don't look bad, though. I ain't gonna lie. This game don't look bad. If this is a Call of Duty substitute, bro, shit, sign me up type shit.
Well, through the network they've created. At least that's what the patent details. It networks a bunch of computers that have COD installed together, then uses that processing power to run simulations with these NPC bots so that they can learn how to appear more indistinguishable from human beings. They're using the processing power they can learn how together, then use at least that's what the patent details. It networks a bunch of computers that have COD installed together, then uses that processing power to run simulations with these NPC bots so that they can learn how to appear more indistinguishable from human beings. They're using
Bro, I'm so quiet because I really gotta pay attention to what bro is saying. Like, bro, some of this shit I can't even process some of this shit he's saying.
the processing power of your computer and your console without you knowing to train their own NPC bots to further perpetuate the manipulative nature of the game and turn it even more into the Matrix. And I'll throw in one more thing for you. What if this AI player your PC is being used to train is almost an exact one-to-one copy of how you play? Here's a detail other creators have missed. Having access to the NVCamera64.dll doesn't only mean your webcam. It means it has access to the contents of your screen. So that means when you're playing, some kind of software within Call of Duty is requesting to have access to the actual video feed of your monitor. Does that mean that it's gathering gameplay data from your perspective in order to train an AI version of you? It's not out of the question considering what Activision has patented and what Activision is.
This is annoying, crazy, creepy, scary, disgusting. And all of that, all of the above of that. It's just more of that, bro. And just different words, bro.
Shown to do by accessing your video feed. There's no way to 1000% prove this just yet, but the fact they've patented a botnet, which is a system that is literally a felony, goes to show that they maybe aren't the most.
System is crazy. Hold on, let me get to that follow. I know I heard somebody. Shout out to Gameball760 for the follow. Shout out Gameball760 with the follow, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you for real.
Ethical company, which is a system that is literally a felony, goes to show that they maybe aren't the most ethical company in the world. However, seeing as we have proved that Call of Duty gets access to your camera even when there isn't one connected, which suggests that it's actually watching your screen and your gameplay, and there's no other reason to access the camera unless we relay it back to the patents that state that it has access to your camera, reads your emotions, and manipulates matchmaking and gameplay for the sake.
once I seen that they're watching, I'm like, they definitely watching to see how you react. But I didn't know they was trying to train AIs to be like you, which, bro, I wouldn't put it past me, bro. Like, I feel that, I understand that, I hear that.
Sake of making as much money as possible, we get a camera, reads your emotions, and manipulates matchmaking and gameplay for the sake of making as much money as possible. We get
Yeah, they not getting no money out of me, bro. Yo, this stream is clean for real. Love the vibe, yo. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, bro. I'm doing my best to keep improving, bro. I'm doing my best to keep improving. I'm gonna keep streaming too as well. I appreciate people like you, bro. No cap. No cap, no cap, no cap. And thank you for the follow again, bro.
a case that is incredibly suspicious. And the only sake of making as much money as possible, we get a case that is incredibly suspicious. And the only counter argument is one of pure cognitive dissonance. This is
Okay, okay, okay. That's fire, bro. Word, thank you, bro. For real, your setup is smooth. Setup is smooth. Heard it, heard it. Reactions is top tier, by the way. Nah, I appreciate that for real, bro. Are you a streamer as well? I bet, I bet. I'll tap in with you after this. I'll check your Twitch out after this reaction. After this reaction, I'm going though. That's it for today, but I'll check you out, bro. I'll check you out. I definitely follow you back too. I'll follow you back. I got you. But oh my gosh, hold on. This video I'm watching right here, the title is "Stop Playing COD." Is watching you. Craziest evidence.
which suggests that it's actually watching your screen and your gameplay, and there's no other reason to access the camera unless we relay it back to the patents that state that it has access to your camera, reads your emotions, and manipulates matchmaking and gameplay for the sake of making as much money as possible. We get a case.
Yeah, I'm not spending money on the fucking game anymore, bro. I'm not spending money on the game anymore, bro. They're manipulating players to spend money on a game, which makes 1000% sense. Dang. Now that's fire. I ain't gonna lie, that is fire.
Matchmaking and gameplay for the sake of making as much money as possible, we get a case that is incredibly suspicious.
Yeah, Call of Duty and Fortnite and that shit, Dead by Daylight, any game, 2K, them shits is not getting no more money off of me. I'm cool. I'm cool. Wow, but I ain't gonna lie. Nah, 2K might get my money for VC, bro. Gotta buy some VC, unfortunately. Unfortunately, bro.
And the only counter argument is one of pure cognitive dissonance. This is bad. And it's undeniable.
Terrible.
Call of Duty doesn't need access to your camera for the gameplay to function properly, but for some reason, it's accessing your camera anyways as soon as the game boots up. And it's literally been proven that it does. And that should terrify you. Along with the botnet pattern, we should be very scared of what's coming next.
Yes,
this game
botnet pattern, meaning they training AIs to play just like how you play, bro. And you're playing with straight AIs. Sometimes half AI, half real people on a game. You don't know who's AI, who's real in the game. That's just weird. That's just weird. Multiplayer, like, bro, New World is crazy, bro. With AI, bro, I've been having a lot of reactions that got to do with AI, bro. AI is creepy, bro. AI is 50-50, bro. AI is so 50-50, bro. Technology is 50-50, bro. Technology is 50-50.
Read our facial expressions and is potentially using our computer's computing resources to train AI NPCs that they're going to toss into the matchmaking to make the game the most manipulative, dopamine drip-feeding matrix simulator we've ever experienced in gaming. And
nasty work.
The game the most manipulative resources to train AI NPCs that they're going to toss into the
training NPCs.
Matchmaking to make the game the most manipulative, dopamine drip-feeding matrix simulator we've ever experienced in gaming. And
to make it fun for you, which is all a script, bro.
The game the most
and I felt that. I've been felt that before I heard this. Before I seen this video, before I just heard what he just said, I felt that. I felt that fake vibe.
manipulative, dopamine drip-feeding matrix simulator we've ever experienced in gaming. And all the naysayers are just going to let it happen because it sounds too much like a conspiracy. You'll be thanking people like Branch
This
Off
is not
Bush
a
and me and
conspiracy.
Blame Truth years from now if Activision gets outed for doing these things and they shut it down. But that's all I got for now. Let me know your thoughts in the comments and go subscribe to Branch Off Bush. He's got crazy information on his channel. Now, let me know your thoughts in the comments and go subscribe to Branch Off Bush. He's got crazy.
Will ruin gaming. Damn. Yo. Yeah, that make Call of Duty kinda like, bro, it's just weird. That Call of Duty is definitely weird for that, bro. Just straight up weird. Straight up privacy invading, bro. Straight up weird. This shit is not cool. That shit is not cool, bro. What game is this? Is this Call of Duty Substitute? Cause it look decent. It don't look trash. It look decent, bro. What game is this, bro? I would play this over Call of Duty if it's not watching me. Huh. Yo, this is so weird, bro. This is so weird. Imagine the things I did off of camera. I mean, not off of camera. Wait. Oh man, bro. Cause like if you playing on your TV, I guess they just watching your screen. They can't really see you unless your TV has a camera. Bro, accessing cameras and your screen is crazy, bro. Training bots to play just like you and get in the same game as you to manipulate your gaming experience, bro, and how much fun you have. Nah, this is wicked, bro. That is nasty work. That is nasty work. Bro, this video was fire though. I'm not gonna lie. This video is one of them ones I like, bro. Ah man, bro. But I enjoyed this vid. Even though it was creepy and I had to like really lock in to understand what he was saying, chat. Bro, that is not good, bro. That is not cool, bro. Shit, bro. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. My guys, all my guys, and my girls, females. Catch you on the next one. Y'all catch me in the next one. Peace out.